Please be seated. I'd like to introduce Ms. Maris Wells with her original poem.
I wrote an original poem called Pennington Pride. We are getting older, we are growing up, we are moving farther with every step. Time is ticking, work gets harder, it's time we sail off this old harbor. It's high school time, our actions start to matter, we are climbing up this tall ladder. We are no longer babies, we must act mature, for our future isn't sure and things start to become a blur. No, this is not something a doctor can cure, but here is what I can assure. We've been taught well, we know what's right, we've learned to give up, not to give up without a fight. We won't give up, we will push farther than our best, because one who succeeds is one who doesn't rest. I want you to remember it is your life, but if you're gonna live it right, live your legacy with the Pennington Pride.
Thank you, Maris. That was wonderful. Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Brady, and I'm the proud principal of the Pennington School. We are accompanied here tonight by our visionary leader, Dr. Kenneth Hamilton. And of course, Pennington's illustrious faculty and staff, as well as, of course, the 8th grade graduating class. At this moment, I'd like to take a moment to address our graduates. Your time at the Pennington School has finally come to an end, but you will always have a home here. As educators, it is our priority to prepare for you the next adventure. And for all of you, that includes high school, with college not so far behind. I'm confident that you are all leaving Pennington prepared to succeed, not just academically, but socially and emotionally as well. Despite navigating a new building or meeting new students and teachers, you've been provided the tools to help you remain focused on your success despite your new environment. In Miss Brown's English class, you were given the opportunity to fall in love with literature, explore different forms of written expression, and see a new perspective through the eyes of your favorite character. Continue to explore, write, read, and learn, for literacy is the foundation of your education. Dream big, become a poet laureate, or write a best-selling novel, but never limit yourself or your potential. Ms. Ramirez brought you the love and exposure of a foreign language. Continue to develop and hone your skills, for you never know where your travels may take you. Immerse yourselves in new cultures, travel the world, and experience life other than what you know now. Ms. Gans and Ms. Jubilee brought you inquiry and problem-solving skills, skills that will help you navigate all of life's choices. Although you might not need to find the area of the trapezoid during your daily activities, you will need the persistence and perseverance to make tough decisions, take action when needed, and think logically. But for now, just plan on focusing to make it through geometry and algebra 2. Mr. Grimes taught you the whole of human history, from the caveman to the spaceman. Take these lessons and let them shape and influence your decisions, but be leery not to repeat the mistakes of the past. Move forward and make your own history. Just make sure it's one that you can be proud of. Ms. Shames described the magic and complexities of science, how one cell can grow and develop into something so powerful. Believe in yourself, no matter your stature or position, for you are all forces to be reckoned with. Just remember, evolution takes time. You have your whole lives to become the people you aspire to be. Just make sure that you take the necessary steps that will allow you to flourish. Coach Stevens illustrated the importance of physical fitness, mental well-being, and how to navigate those awkward but inevitable moments of peer pressure. Rely on yourself to make the best decisions for you, and don't allow your moral compass to be swayed by others. Remember the good times and positive experiences you have shared with your classmates, teachers, and staff members. Cherish the friendships you have developed, and be open to new friendships throughout your high school endeavors. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. As you move on to high school and eventually college, remember to dream big, for the only limits you will face are self-imposed. I would now like to welcome Dr. Kenneth Hamilton to the stage to share his greetings and well wishes.
Good evening to our parents, our dignitaries, and certainly, last but not least, our graduating students. Congratulations to you. It is my honor to serve as the superintendent of this incredible school district. And we are continuing to make great strides with restoring the rigor that was once known to be a part of every learning experience in Mount Vernon. We are working to rebrand our district, and we are working to make sure that our students have the kind of educational opportunities that will help them to be competitive in the world in which we live, in a world where so many things are still unknown. One of the greatest challenges these students face is they will be going into a workforce that we have no idea what the expectations will be. We don't know what jobs will exist when these youngsters graduate from high school and then college and into the workforce. We don't know what skill sets they will need. But there are some things that no matter what the job market requires, there are some skills that will never go out of style. Those skills require our students to be critical thinkers. It will require that they learn how to work with other people, that they embrace diversity, that they learn what it means to be tolerant of people who are different, that they learn how to communicate in a world where so many different languages exist in our communities. Those are the kinds of things that you will never be able to measure on a standardized assessment. You will never be able to quantify, but you will always be able to recognize when those traits exist in our students, in our young adults, and in our district in terms of our staff and what we try to represent from a global perspective. So I encourage you to always be mindful of your footprint, the footprint you leave not just in your schools, but in the lives of the people that you will encounter as you journey through life. And to our parents, I want to encourage you to continue to pave the way and set examples for your students. And even as they get older and appear to become more independent, the fact of the matter is they require guidance, they require boundaries, and they want you to set those examples for them. I spoke at a graduation earlier today, and I have another one after this evening, but I shared with the parents in the audience that oftentimes we have it's almost like a contradiction between good parenting and trying to set the appropriate boundaries and develop the kinds of relationships with our children that they will learn to respect and trust as they get older. But at the end of the day, our children need your guidance. They need you to set those parameters for them. And while they grow to be more and more independent, They have yet to acquire the skills they need to use the appropriate discretion about what influences their personalities and what kinds of things feed their spirit, particularly on social media. So I encourage you to always be mindful of what your children are experiencing, viewing, and listening to on their social media platforms. That you make sure you know where they are and who they're hanging with. And when you get faced with the question, what about my privacy? I used to tell my kids, you have no right to privacy until your name is on the mailbox. And when the mortgage company calls you if the payment is late, then you can have all the privacy you want. And I share that because as an educator, I'm always a parent first. And the lessons that I try to instill in my children and what my parents tried to instill in me and the lessons that your parents instilled in, those things will never go out of style. They will never go out of style. I don't care how much technology becomes available or how rapidly growing our world becomes, those things will always, always be in style. And good manners will never grow old. So I hope our children will follow those examples, that these young, bright, shining stars that you see today will illuminate our galaxy as we grow older and as our community gets bigger and as our reach gets longer, that they will always be the trailblazers that they have grown to be. So on behalf of the Board of Trustees, on behalf of our district, our community, and all the students that we represent, I congratulate you, I say job well done, and I look forward to what the future will hold for you as you leave your mark in your high school experiences and beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Hamilton. At this time, I'd like to ask Pennington's acting assistant principal, Ms. Jessica Maricalo, to the stage to present some distinguished awards.
Thank you, Principal Brady. Good evening, Pennington family. The New York State Comptroller's Achievement Award is presented each year to a student who has excelled academically and has also shown leadership potential by volunteering his or her time to serve the school or community. Comptroller DiNapoli sends his sincere congratulations and best wishes to the graduating class of 2019. The Achievement Award in recognition of hard work, dedication, and success is for Amherst Wells. Westchester County Clerk's Distinguished Student Award is presented to Jalea Herr. The second awardee for Westchester County Clerk's Distinguished Student Award is Eduardo Amida. Superintendent Advisory Council certificate of participation goes to Nicole Spring Pond in recognition of her membership, participation, and leadership. The second Superintendent Advisory Council goes to Amherst Wells. Now, for the Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence goes to our Salutatorian, Jalea Herr. And the last Superintendent's Award for Academic Excellence goes to our Valedictorian, Amherst Wells.
and nurture. The Pennington School community has been blessed with such a strong partnership with the form of the PTA. Their devotion to the school and our students has provided numerous resources, events, and a sense of community that is unparalleled in this district. For that, I would like to say thank you. I would now like to invite Ms. Laura Gerwig to the stage for the presentation of the PTA Council Citizenship Award.
Good evening, Pennington family. To our distinguished guest, Superintendent, and Mr. Brady, and of course our administration. I have to say, Mr. Brady, I am going to miss, my daughter's graduating also, so I will be missing your announcement. This is Daniel Brady. I have to say to you to continue informing your school community is very important. And to the administration, thank you so much for all that you do for the students. I know most of you have your parents on speed dial, and I'm one of them. And I thank you so much for caring for the students. And to the parents, I want to say, the students is graduating, your child is graduating. I want to ask you to please continue staying on top of your child. Don't give up. Now they're going into high school. It's bigger and bigger for them. So I want to please encourage you to stay on top of them. And our students, I want to say congratulations. And today is the day that you could ask your parents for anything that you want. Not tomorrow, today, because they're very happy about your accomplishment. Right, parents? Okay, on behalf of the PTA Council, each year we give to our middle school student bodies, we give 2 scholarships. And the Citizenship Award is for a student who goes up and above in their grades and also among their peers. And tonight we choose 2 Citizenship Award to be given to 2 students here at Pennington. And along with the award, they get $100 each from the PTA Council. And so tonight, I would like to call Inissa Sedikwa. Congratulations, thank you. And the next award goes to Mariceli Aredeo. Thank you so much. Once again, congratulations, students, and to the administration. I'm going to miss you guys. And to Mr. Brady, thank you.
Our next presenter is the mother of one of my former 6th grade students, Ms. Nadine McKenzie. Ms. McKenzie's daughter, Shamoya, was a beacon of hope, love, and laughter. A combination of brilliance in the classroom and dominance on the basketball court, she was a force to be reckoned with. Her plans included attending UConn, where she would be a student athlete, and with prospects of making it to the WNBA. Tragically, Shamoya passed away on New Year's Eve 2016. Ms. Nadine McKenzie has kept Shamoya's memory and spirit alive by honoring other student athletes here in Mount Vernon. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Nadine McKenzie to the stage to present the Shamoya McKenzie Memorial Award. She may be running a little late, so we'll move to let walk. At this time, I'd like to present to Dr. Hamilton, class of 2019.
So we're going a little out of order because I have to get over to the high school. Generally, the presentation happens after the awarding of diplomas, but I am going to graciously accept this presentation from Mr. Brady and officially certify that these youngsters have satisfactorily completed all requirements to obtain promotion from 8th grade to 9th grade in accordance with the New York State Department of Education and the prescribed and adopted and approved curriculum of the Mount Vernon City School District, and I officially declare that these students are graduates of Pennington School. So congratulations to you, congratulations to our parents, and please remember that this is one ceremony of many that you'll experience because these are some exceptional students.
Our next speaker exemplifies student achievement. She worked hard for her entire academic career, and I have no doubts that her work ethic will continue on throughout her life. Please join me in welcoming the Salutatorian for the graduating class of 2019, Miss Julia Kerr.
Good evening, faculty, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It's an honor to be able to stand up here and celebrate my success throughout middle school. I would like to thank all of you, from teachers to family and friends, for being here this afternoon. You all have played an important role in our education, and we recognize the importance of all of you being here with us today. There is no one else we'd rather share this day with. I would like to acknowledge my teachers for all their support. Ms. Brown, you were the teacher who always encouraged us by telling us stories about your middle school experience and how you pushed through. Mr. Grimes, you're the teacher who always carried a plastic baseball bat around. Ms. Gans, you're the teacher who always danced in class when we accomplished Regents questions. Mrs. Shames, you're the teacher that pushed us even harder when we were tired to make sure we passed the Regents. Mr. Stevens, you were the teacher who always joked around with us and was a good influence. Mr. Barris, you were the teacher that always gave us a lot of work and we wondered how you graded so fast. The lessons we learned will help us throughout high school. During my middle school years at Pennington, I made many memories. I remember when I first came, I didn't have any friends and I was very shy. I am still very shy, but I have made some amazing friends. I would like to thank all my friends for being there for me and supporting me throughout my middle school years. I will also remember gaining courage to stand up in front of the class when it was hard to even talk to the person next to me. Last but not least, I'd like to thank my parents for always supporting me, encouraging me, and believing in me. You guys have helped me finish middle school strong. Good luck in high school. I wish nothing but the best for you. We all deserve a big round of applause for making it this far.
Her bubbly smile, rich and insightful poems, and willingness to help others only begin to describe our next speaker. A member of Pennington's inaugural National Junior Honor Society, she shined in every academic forum. Her persistence and hard work have led to this moment. So please join me in welcoming Pennington's valedictorian, Miss Amaris Wells.
Our guests of honor, parents, friends, schoolmates, co-graduates, teachers, staff, school administration, a very pleasant evening and welcome to the Pennington graduation of the class of 2019. I am Amaris Wells and it gives me great pleasure to deliver the valedictorian address of this evening. It is an honor for me to stand here before you today, and for me it was even more of an honor to be able to attend this school. Moving from 6th grade into a new school, better yet middle school, which I did twice, was so far the most drastic and hardest change I've ever faced. It was going to be a new experience, especially especially considering most of the people I knew were from pre-K to 6th grade. I was never really the social and outgoing one either. I moved into middle school without many friends, not really acquainted with teachers, and not so comfortable with where I was. Then I moved to Pennington in my late 7th grade year, and everything changed. I started to want to go to school every day. I made many friends, and the teachers and staff were so welcoming. I finally found my middle school home. Today is a memorable day for all of us because we have just ended another episode in our lives, and now we move into the next one, high school. But first, let me talk about our memories here at Pennington. From the Halloween dance to heading off to Holiday Hills, we have so many wonderful memories created. We studied here to gain knowledge and skills in preparation for important roles we have to play in society someday, to be able to change the world, to make a difference. To our teachers here at Pennington, thank you for not only school lessons, but life lessons that we will carry with us along our educational journey. Thank you, Ms. James, for intentionally allowing us to prove you wrong by justifying our thoughts and for always holding us to high standards. Thank you, Ms. Brown, for being as loving and caring as a mother away from home. Thank you, Ms. Gans, for doing happy dances and being encouraging. It made learning algebra more interesting and gave me a push not to give up whenever I became aggravated or frustrated. Thank you, Ms. Ramirez, for teaching us a language that will help us in such a diverse world and having patience with us whilst learning it. Thank you, Mr. Grimes, for bringing a sarcastic humor and fun ways to learn a subject I thought I'd never understand, social studies. Thank you, Mr. Stevens, for pushing us beyond our limits and making us stronger. Thank you, Ms. Hanson, for being patient with me to make sure I didn't have to start already over again and again and let my hard work go to waste. And thank you, Ms. Herman, for always allowing me to hang out with you and your group. To my classmates, our graduation today is the first of the series of accomplishments that we will surely achieve with the guidance of our parents and the people around us. We will not have been able to reach the stage without the people who helped us. To them, we owe a lot of thanks. No amount of words can fully express how much we appreciate what they have done for us. We just hope that we will be able to repay them for all their sacrifices. I myself will personally like to thank my parents and family. I know 99.9% I would not be here giving this speech if it weren't them by my side every step of the way. There are not enough words, even in every language and dictionary, to say how much it means to me. So again, thank you. High school is another big chapter in our life. We do not know what will happen next, but we are the narrators of our book of life. We will choose what happens next, and we will choose it right, for we are the holders of Pennington Pride. Class of 2019, congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Our next speaker might be a bit of a familiar face. He was sitting where you are just 2 years ago. He was a role model for his peers then, as he is a role model for all of us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jordan Johnson.
Throughout my life, my mother has told me I only have to do 3 things. Go to school, wash the dishes, and get good grades. While it seems really simple and really hard to mess up, there's always a roadblock in the way. 2 years ago, back when Mr. Grax had his dad, I was thinking that it was just that simple. I thought life was that easy. And then it came high school, and I soon realized that wasn't the case. In preparation for today's ceremony, I wondered what advice I could give that best reflects my high school experience so far, as well as help prepare you for yours. And while I don't have that much more life experience as an incoming junior, the past years have taught me 2 important lessons, one in adversity and one in gratitude. With that said, I'd like to start with a little story about my infamous computer. During my freshman year, I got this laptop that has been both a blessing and a curse. I was in need of one for schoolwork, so my grandfather sent one up from Florida. It's a big hunk of gray metal and plastic that makes a lot of noise whenever you turn it on. It still got the job done though, and it still worked, except the occasional problem here and there. The funny thing about this computer is that it really only acts up at the worst times. Like the time I deleted my entire English essay and half my history essay the night before it was due. Or the time it turned itself off during a timed assignment for which there was no makeup. Or the time it took 10 minutes to submit an essay for which I got a third of my letter grade taken off. I do admit that I've gotten a good amount of work done with this, despite the inconveniences though. I'm telling you about my computer because it's similar to high school in many ways, as well as life in a general sense. Most of the time you love it, sometimes it's a struggle and you really hate it. But either way, you've got to make do with what you're given. You will face several seemingly insurmountable obstacles throughout these 4 long, grueling years, many of them unfair. You may struggle with the subject, or find it hard to get along with a teacher or a fellow student. As many of us hate to hear it, life isn't fair. But that does not offer an excuse to be complacent. In fact, adversity is more beneficial to us than many may think. As Roman philosopher Lucius Seneca says, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. And while these words were written over 2,000 years ago, the message behind them is timeless. It's not necessarily what you learn that is so important in high school, but how you learn it. Chances are that you won't have to figure out when train A will catch up to train B, or whether or not the mitochondria is more important than the Golgi body in your everyday life. It's about gaining the ability to learn challenging material with whatever advantages, disadvantages, or preferences one may have, and coming out on the other side a more intellectual and mature person. You can't control the hand you're dealt, so don't ask yourself what you would do if you were in the perfect situation, because the nature of life is that nothing ever goes according to plan. Instead, ask yourself how you can make the best out of the opportunities and resources you're given. The more you step out of your comfort zone and challenge yourself, you realize you're capable of much more than you thought. You're all capable of big lives and big histories, so don't settle for whatever is the most mundane or practical. Secondly, I want to talk about the word gratitude. Simply put, gratitude is a habit with which you can appreciate pretty much anything, regardless of your circumstance. Ideal or not, there's something to appreciate when facing the most unrealistic experiences. And while it may seem easy in theory, practicing gratitude can sometimes be a bit hard in practice. It is easy to dwell on negatives and complain about everything under the sun. Instead, I challenge you to find something to be grateful for in every situation. Appreciate teachers taking 2 extra minutes to explain a concept to you, or a peer who helps you with one simple math problem. The more you practice gratitude, the more you realize how much you have going for you with the seemingly big bag world of high school. I wish you all the best of luck in this next chapter of life, and I hope all of you will take all the obstacles you face in stride. Congratulations, class of 2019.
I would now like to call to the stage a few of Pennington's teachers. Presenting for ELA, Miss Patricia Brown.
Good evening, Pennington family. I'm so glad to be here this evening. I'm presenting 2 awards for ELA. It was a hard choice, but I had to only choose 2. So for outstanding achievement, Jessica Oscar. This next award, I'm sure, is going to be a surprise. I have to say, I stayed on her constantly. She said, Ms. Brown, I want to do better. I said, so we're going to do better. So for outstanding effort, Julia Fulton. I turn the mic over to my colleague, Ms. Raza, who will present for ENO.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to now present the outstanding effort in ENL to Eduardo Almeida. The next award I would like to present for outstanding achievement in ENL to Anisa Siddiqa. I would like to call Ms. Gans to present the Mathematics Award.
Good evening, Pennington family. I would like to give the Certificate of Achievement goes to Daniel Brewster in mathematics. Certificate of Effort in Mathematics goes to Anisa Siddiqa. I would like to introduce my next colleague, Mr. Esteves, for physical education.
All right. I'm proud to present Outstanding Achievement Award to Frederick Schildwalker. All right. The Most Outstanding Effort Award goes to Daniel Brewster. And now, presenting the Science Awards, Ms. James.
Hello. Certificate for Outstanding Achievement in Science, Frederick Schildwalker. Certificate of Effort in Science, Jay Slamberg. Next, who you've all been waiting for, Mr. Grimes.
What's up? I know you've been waiting all night for this. This is the moment. 3 years you've been working for this. 3 years. 40,000 years of history. For excellence in effort, Chris Padilla. And a certificate for achievement, Frederick Schildwalker. And my next colleague, Ms. Ramirez, for achievement in Spanish.
Buenas noches. Okay. Superación, outstanding, usually occurred in Spanish.
Almeida.
Okay, let's present Mr. Brady.
Hasta luego, clase.
All right. It's nice to see our faculties let their hair down now that the superintendent has left. Without further ado, I'd like to start the diploma distribution for the class of 2000.
Okay, first row, please rise. Jasmine Acevedo. Jessica Acevedo. Evan Allen. Eduardo Almeida. Marceli Aledia. Seth Auguste. Antoinette Bennett. Daniel Brewster. Jada Brown. Connor Bunch. Dylan Cushman. Michaela DeCohen. Alyssa DeAndre. Janae Edwards. First row, please be seated. Thank you.
Second row of scholars, please stand. Serenity Fournier. Akos Frimpong. Julia Fullerton. Marcus Garrido. Tyshawn Gordon. Ashley Griffith. Gabby Harley. Roberto Hernandez. Lena Jace Lambert. Nasim Linton. Kenneth Mack. Eric Marte. Jelani McCullough. You may now be seated.
Third row, please rise. Kayla O'Connor. Chris Padilla. Bria Pat. Kyla Pat. Zatalia Reed. Felipe Salas. Frederick Showalter. Narissa Salah. Anissa Sadiqua. Victoria Washington. Tori Watt. Amaris Wells. Tanaya White.
Amarni Grad. Jeremiah Kidd. Elijah Miller. Aaron Santino. All right, third row, you guys can sit.
Thank you very much. At this time, I'd like to have our graduates turn their tassels. You already did that? Okay. With that, I'll just move forward with congratulations to the Pennington class. this time, the graduates will be processing from the stage. I ask that you all please remain seated until all the graduates have exited. And then please join us in the cafeteria for a small reception. Thank you again, ladies.